Alright, what's the deal with your boy Love When the Hate One in the building with your boy Gil? And we back at y'all with another radio call. You guys already know we finna cook. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. The day after the smoke has finally cleared. You know, I talked about it a little bit last night, just to let these suckers know I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it and really break it down in this video. You know, it's so many things we could talk about, but the first thing I want to talk about is the fight last night. All right, my thoughts is, oh man, damn, I ain't gonna even lie. I did not see what I thought. I mean, I never thought I would see what I seen yesterday. Canelo actually did look like he's on the decline. You know, I was wrong about that. Terrence Crawford, shit, the speed was still there at 168. Man, he looked good, man. We can't hate on Bud. It is what it is. Bud made me a believer after that fight. You know, a lot of the things that I said building up to the fight, I still stand by. But it was things I was wrong about too. But it was some things I was right about too. But at the end of the day, you guys, I'm letting you guys know, and it kills me when all these clowns out here try to say, you need to shut your boxing channel down. You don't know nothing about boxing. You know, oh, I told you Terrence Crawford will win. You don't know shit. And it kills me when people say shit like that, because don't you know actual pro boxers picked Canelo to win? So they don't know boxing either. Actual pro boxing coaches picked Canelo to win, so they don't know boxing either. Not only that, even if you picked Bud Crawford, you never got a wrong prediction before? Yes, you have. There is nobody on earth that is undefeated when it comes down to predictions. No matter how good you are of a boxer or a boxing analyst. Let's just break that down early. But when it comes down to the fight, man, I ain't gonna even lie, man. Like you said, Gil, and I agree with you, man, that Canelo needs to throw some more jabs, man. I just didn't like the fact that Canelo was in there just basically brawling with Terrence Crawford. But I do respect Canelo's honesty at the end of the fight. He did say afterwards, he said, you know, I couldn't figure him out. You know, maybe Canelo was underestimating Bud a little bit, because, and the reason I say that is because before the fight, Canelo was saying that it's going to be easy. And when Canelo said that, I was like, I don't know about easy. Now, I think you're going to win now, but not easy. So when Canelo said that, I'm like, maybe he was just, you know, underestimating Bud, you know? But damn, man, Bud proved me wrong. He's 3-time undisputed, and there's nothing we can say. One more thing, too, before I pass you the mic, Gil. I will say this, man. It's crazy when you think about it, because some people out there will say, I think they're going to have a rematch, you know, and I personally feel like, in my opinion, Canelo might not even want the rematch, but it is an extra bag. You know, in my opinion, I still think Canelo has a puncher's chance. Although Terrence Crawford said yesterday that Mean Machine hits harder than Canelo. Let me tell you guys this. That's bullshit, you guys. I didn't even see Canelo land a clean punch. Remember I say a clean punch on Terrence Crawford. I ain't gonna even lie. Terrence Crawford showed some good defense last night. He didn't show that in his previous fights. So it just lets you know how switched on he was for Canelo. And it is what it is, man. Canelo's still my guy. I'm still a big-time Canelo fan. He gave us a lot of good fights. And he's still a future Hall of Famer. I feel like if he decides to retire now, this will not hurt his legacy. But and we'll talk about this some more later, though. But what's your thoughts on that, Gil?
I congratulate Bud Crawford. I think he's a great fighter. Yeah. But at the same time, I think Canelo fell in love with the power. He didn't use the jab like we talked about many times. He didn't use combinations. He didn't do a lot of stuff that I thought he should do. I don't know what it was. It just seemed like he wasn't doing anything that, you know, a boxer should do to get inside or do damage. So I think he's on the decline, but at a certain point, it's going to happen. And I think it's about that time for Canelo. I mean, our analysis was good on what he should do, but he didn't do almost none of it. He really didn't cut off the ring that much. He did try, but he get frustrated. You could see in the 11th round, when Crawford landed a pretty good shot, he was able to kind of brush it off a little bit, but he still got caught with it, and he showed a little bit of frustration because he couldn't get off, you know. So you gotta go the good with the bad with that matchup. I think it was more about a matchup than it was about who the fighters were. I think Bud understood what he could do well against a Canelo who is heavy-footed. But it was a good fight for Crawford. He was able to do what he wanted in there, basically.
Yeah, man.
And sometimes you have to eat crow, bro. I mean, we got the person who won wrong, but at the same time, our analysis was pretty good on what Canelo had to do. He just didn't do it.
Oh, we definitely got to eat crow. I think, that goes without saying. We just got to, bite the bullet, man, and be a man about it. We got to have that same energy. Because Canelo would have won, we would have had the same energy. So, yeah, like I said, it is what it is. Terrence Crawford did what he had to do to win. It just sucks because what shocked me the most is, like I said, Terrence Crawford defense, man. I'm like, shit, when did this defense come around? And we got to give Terrence props, man. He was doing both. He was moving and he was standing in the pocket. It was times where, Canelo, he goes to the ropes on purpose, but it was times where, I'm like, damn, this boy kind of backing Canelo up. But shit, hey, we all know Canelo, man. One thing Canelo did show yesterday, as usual, is the fucking chin. Man, those shots that he was catching Canelo with, bro, it would have put a lot of guys down. I ain't gonna even lie, man. He was catching Canelo with some accurate shots. And
clean shots, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Some clean ass shots. And you could see the sweat just flying off Canelo's face. I was like, shit. But yeah, like Canelo, he showed the chin as usual. And Canelo didn't look tired to me, like everybody be trying to say. He didn't look tired to me. It was just
he didn't look gassed, but at the same time, he didn't impose his will early on like I thought he should. And I thought that's why Crawford was able to get more confident,
Yeah, man. It sucks to say it, Gil, but man, yeah, like you said earlier, we just got to eat some crow. But yeah, that's basically it. Props to Crawford. Nobody gets every prediction right, so I don't know why people are acting like this is just a big hit for us, like we can't bounce back.
What's funny to me is there's a lot of people that like to say stuff online, but when they're on the webpage, they won't say nothing. It's like, dude, I'm here for the smoke. Like, I could tell you that I got it wrong, but the analysis wasn't wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean.
So,
but
it is what it is. We're here for the smoke, bro. We're here for the smoke. That's why we have a platform and we use it.
Yeah, we have a platform and, we don't run from shit. But yeah, that's my final thoughts on it, man. You got any more final thoughts you want to, say about Bud or whatever?
I just think it's gonna be interesting to see if Bud drops the titles or if he decides to actually defend those titles.
Oh yeah, that's the next topic. We're gonna talk about that, man. You want to get into it right now?
Yeah.
Let's do it.